Shot. Yes, sir. That's the name of the Lord, man. That's the true name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's been hidden from us. Right? Yeah, Yahawashi. That's the true name of the Lord, who the world ignorantly, and that doesn't mean in a bad way, but it's ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Why? Because that's what's been taught, that's what's written in the Bibles. Jesus Christ. Lo and behold, his name wasn't there over 2,000 years, 400 years ago was when the letter J, 500 years ago when letter J was invented. So 2,000 years ago, ain't no way he was walking around with his name being called Jesus. Anyway, but that's more of the punishments. The Most High took his name away from us, and is only given a subset of people. When you compare this to Israel being as the sand of the sea, he's only given a subset of us back the knowledge of the ways of him. Even the people that recollect and think and know that they're Israel and wake up to that awakening, there's people even within the subset that still don't. A lot of us that still don't even have the right name, even though they know that they're Israel now. They still got the wrong name. The Most High gave them a wrong name, right? Some people, and that could be Jesus Christ, that could be Yahuwah, that could be Yeshua, that could be Yahweh. For the Most High got Jehovah. You name it, man. Ahaya, Yeshaya, Mufasa, Timba, Timon, and Pumbaa. Whatever names that everyone come up with, you know what I'm saying? These names be off. They don't be the true name of the Most High God. And see, he's taking these things away from us, man, as a people. We don't even have his name no more. Damn it, a lot of us don't even claim ourselves. We don't even claim our nationality. We don't even know our heritage. We think we out here running around, we black, Hispanic. We think that's our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters believe that's their actual language that they was born. That's their native language. When that's actually the language they was conquered with, right? Right? That's just
was pretty good.
You know what I'm saying? But now's high time, right? That we need to come on to the Lord while we still have time. All right? And when we went into, could walk around now, but guess what? This military invasion, I just did a video on it, right? Where they're going into how the military drafting is coming into play, right? Come December, we're gonna have a military draft, right? Where brothers, the ages anywhere from now at least, from the ages of 18 to 25, hey, you automatically up there, man. Your name is in the ballot. You ain't even know it. That's the deal, man. What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing, man? So, hey, if y'all got time, come chop it up, man. Come chop it up real quick. Got 2 minutes. Y'all know? Did y'all see like the military post about how they're gonna send brothers from 18 to 25 to war? What y'all think about that, man? Huh? You ain't do it, right? So we gotta get that solution. I feel you. You gotta have a solution then, right? Because hey, look, if people saying they not gonna do it, cool. I'm with you. But what are you gonna stand on when they put you in jail? Because that's where you're going. If not the death penalty. You know what I mean? What you gonna stand on? What leg you gonna have to stand on when they put you in jail, or they set you up for execution? Because that's treason. Who do you believe in? Where's your faith at? Is it in Jesus? Because I can tell you, if it's in Jesus, the one that people think is of the Bible, the same one that we've been brainwashed to believe, hey man, that's gonna be unfortunate. That's gonna go away real fast, quick, fast, in a hurry. That's gonna go away quick, fast, in a hurry. So when these people are drafted, and people that are already in the military, they're gonna send, because some people gonna reject that, right? They're gonna send them out to war. They're gonna murk them, man. They're gonna murk them. Straight up. Look at the Bible. Right there. What's going on, brother?
What up, bro?
How you doing, man?
You ready to get that word, huh?
Oh yeah, man. Come in. Let's receive it, man. Receive it, man. Yeah, real quick, man. Yes. So if you heard, because right now I was talking about how. Did you see about how the United States is going to be sending men to war of ages 18 to 25. What are y'all thoughts on that?
It's a hard one to say.
Yeah.
It's a hard one to comment on. I mean,
Yeah.
like the sword you got in your hand talks about it. You know, there's
Right.
gonna come a time where there's some wars and famines. So, man,
Right.
you know, somebody got to fight it.
Somebody got to fight.
Is it right for an 18-year-old? Not necessarily, but that's their endeavor. They signed up for it.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. So for the people already in the military, they signed up for it. Right. It's already, they're automatically enrolled. So even if you didn't sign up for it, guess what? You in it. You didn't know.
Right.
Coming up there, you know, because they're having an influx. They're not having the people wanting to sign up for this
It's
war.
almost like an auto draft. Like,
It
you
is an
gotta
auto
go.
draft.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about. That's the part I haven't heard.
Yes.
Okay.
It is an auto draft in which that's what we did now. So someone doesn't now. You don't even have a choice in terms of thinking, oh, you gotta go.
Okay.
So now we in this situation here, and really for a war that who called for that? Who called for this war to take place? Did you call for a war? It is no. I'm with that. I'm with that. I tell you what, I'd rather not even go to. I'm not even gonna go to war. You lock me up. You lock me up. Cause thing about it is, what is the? If they called for war. This is on, mind you, our president, which is beyond just him. He's just the poster child of that. But this is his doing in the sense of we're gonna go at it. If you really look at what Iran and they wasn't calling for it to go to that level, and yet he's saying, let's go ahead and we're gonna bomb. We're gonna go at Iran because there's been the tensions with Iran, especially in the Israeli state. That's where it always stems from. So then it trickles right into where? Because anytime they get into a fight, it's always gonna go into the U.S.
Right. The troops are required to go and to be a part of something. And like you said, if they signed up for it and they're part of the military, that's their orders. That's their job. You know what I mean? But I mean, I haven't heard the part of the auto draft. But my thing about it is this: regardless, war's always been there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you got people on both sides of the coin that say it's because of religion that causes wars, but I don't necessarily believe that.
Yeah.
I believe it's man and the intention of their heart. What are you looking to achieve after that?
Right.
You know, what's the cause of your war? You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I would say also too that if the war came to our doorstep, what would you do? How would you respond? You gonna be like, well, it's not money. I didn't sign up for this, and you shut the door and walk away? Because at some point, they're kicking your door and say, hey, regardless of what your stance is and what your belief is, we're here to seize or to take or regardless. And at that point, if they bring it to our soul, regardless whether we enlisted or civilian, I know for me, I'm gonna protect my home. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure my family's good.
Absolutely.
So, and like I said, that's one of those tricky coins to kind of to look at in a sense, as far as presentation, because it is, once again, what's the root? What's the cause of why we're fighting this? And then also too, with man being wanting to play God and have control, that's what they do. They step in and say, hey, we're going to cause this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But there's also, like I said, there's going to come and you got the sword, and in Revelation it talks about the Battle of Armageddon. You know what I mean? It talks about, all of that. And Megiddo, and when the Antichrist is on board and he signs that 7-year peace treaty. A lot of people saying, we're on the cusp and we're there, but I don't know. Matthew 28 talks about those times. You know what I mean? Are we there yet? I don't know.
Oh yeah, you see the sign. Well, 20 signs, like you said, rumors of wars, all of that.
Yeah.
Wars and rumors of wars.
Right.
So meaning both are happening.
Right.
We in that spot. so my point, because it all goes back to the Lord. I'm not against, at the same time while I'm going against the people who started the war.
Right. You got to go against. You got to go against why they started.
Right. That's what I'm not against.
Yeah.
I'm not against it in that sense.
Right.
There's a duality part, because in the surface level we speak about it and the injustices that occur, right? But in the actuality, like y'all mentioned, it's all the Most High setting that and orchestrating that stage. So now, my point is to why is he orchestrating that stage? So, and here's what it is. He's trying to do it because it's for the betterment of his people. Those that believe on him, the chosen people, right? The Israelites, he's going to bring them out. Those that believe in him and his son, he's going to bring them out of the captivity. So this is necessary war that has to happen for them to go back into their homeland. You remember Luke 21?
Okay.
Let me read that real quick, because it's a time frame, and we're entering into the end of that time frame. It's the book of Luke and 21, and let's go to verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. That's the people, Israel led captive. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Because really, you got the Gentiles that are in
What verse was that?
Luke 21, and I read from 23 through 24. That's telling us that the people in the land right now are not the real Israelites. And the people that they were, because it mentioned how they were spread abroad from nation to nation. And so what's going to happen until the time of them Gentiles are fulfilled, meaning it's come to an end, we're ending that ending period right now. So he's going to bring them up, and then he's going to bring the people back into their homeland. That's the time frame we're in right now, which is what we're waiting for. It's pending.
Yeah, well.
So then it comes to us coming back, right? For us being believers of God, right? For all of us who are called, right? And chosen. There's a lot that we've lost. I'm trying to summarize that. I know, because it's a little windy out here. It is. It changed up, because earlier it felt real good. And you know what?
It's supposed to get warm, though.
It's supposed to get warm again. This is a sign of the times again, too, though. Because we know Virginia's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get every day to day. But usually when it's one temperature in the day, it's usually that. You may get something else the next day. You don't keep changing up in the middle of the day. That's neither here nor there. But going into this, man, so the things that we lost, for example, like keeping the commandments of the Most High. The Most High, we lost that. The laws, we believe we don't have to try to keep. No, we're not justified by works of the law. We've been taught that we should not try to keep the law at all because it's already finished.
I mean, we still. I don't think we like. I know from my understanding, I haven't been taught to do away with the law.
Okay.
You still should know what they are. You still should live by the law, but it's not to. We're not living in the time like the biblical days where they lived like strictly under the law. Like that was your measure of what you did, right? Just like,
Right.
when Jesus said, he said, I come to fulfill, not to abolish.
Right.
Meaning not to do away, meaning, yes, there's the law, but he took it a step further. So they exercised and looked at it as, something that you committed, something that you did physically. Mm-hmm. But he said, I'm going to take it even, it's the condition of your heart.
Oh, yes.
So he says, if you have hatred or you hate your brother, you murder them. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So they looked at the actual acting of, I've committed the act of murder, I killed somebody. Right. But he said, no, we ain't even going to go there. I'm going to give you to the point where I need you to realize that your heart is not right. So before you even commit the act of, it's in your heart. Yeah, and so if it's in your heart, I need you to deal with yourself first.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so that's the thing that I understand. Even when he says, if you look at a woman with a lustful thought, you've already committed adultery.
With a woman that's already married.
Right. Then back then he was like, we caught this woman in the act of adultery. What should we do with her? Stone her. The law says stone her. Right. He says, no. He said, I'm not paraphrasing. He said, I'm not worried about the act of it. It's the heart. if you lust after her, if you had those lustful thoughts, then you've already committed it. You ain't even done it,
Yeah,
but
before you even
right,
got there. Because sin starts at the thought, starts in the mind.
Right.
Transforms
And
into
so
action.
that's the thing is I don't think, like I said, it's the thing of doing away with the law. I think it's more so we as people, we get caught up, just like if you say, oh man, I do this, I do that, I'm gonna look at you like, yo, you crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know your heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what the word says is man looks at the outward appearance. God looks at your heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so what is the heart condition? What is your heart posture towards God and other people? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't gotta be about what you actually physically doing. It's just I need you to circumcise. I need you to get rid of these things that are in the earth that's got your heart callous. That's hardened your heart, whether it be lust, whether it be somebody betrayed you, you know what I'm saying?
Forgiveness.
Whatever it may be, unforgiveness, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's those things that I need you to deal with first before you even think about stoning somebody or holding somebody up to say, hey man, they did all these physical things that we can see.
Right.
That's why he said, well, if that's the case, let's go ahead and cut to the chase. Those who, without sin, cast the first stone.
Right.
And so and the word says they walked away one by one from the oldest to the youngest.
Because they went without sin.
Right. And so it was just Jesus and a woman that was being accused. And he said, who are your accusers?
Right. Sin not more. Sin no more. Right. And that's what.
Right. And see, that's where we got to get to that part.
Right.
Is the turning. It's the heart.
Starts there. Yeah.
It's the heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what he was saying. What you articulate that very well, my brother. Like what the Messiah was saying, and Paul said it too. You don't abolish the law, right? Because you still keep the Sabbath day. You still do that. All those things, because it goes into loving the two greatest commandments, right? That everything comes incorporated with, right?
You fulfilled, or you hang the whole law on these two.
On these two. Love Yahawah, the Most High God, with all thy heart, and love thy neighbor as thyself, right? So you're still going, because you love God, because this is what he told us to do and commanded us to do, we're still going to keep things like the Sabbath day, to the best of our ability. We're still going to, avoid unclean foods, right? To the best of our ability. Like pork and shellfish, stuff like that. Boom, boom. We see that, we know it's there, don't eat it. Cool. Internally, though, like you said, is where it starts. Don't get caught up in the works of the righteousness of the law.
So I want to ask you this then. You made the comment of, maintaining or keeping the law on the things that are deemed unclean as far as food.
Yeah.
My question would be is if it's been deemed clean, why are we living with that mindset that we can't partake in these things if we've already deemed it clean?
What would we say deemed was clean? Give me an example. Right?
When he said, like I know a lot of people, like you said, shellfish, these things, he said, just like when, who was it? Was it
Talking about Peter?
Yeah, when he had that vision. And he told him, he said, basically, I've deemed it clean, so why are you saying you can't take of these things? I said, eat it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So let's get a quick rundown on that. Let's show you this real quick, bro. The book of Acts chapter 10. So we're gonna get the feel on that. What Peter was saying?
Acts chapter 10.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Okay.
I'll get you the channel too, so you can check it out too. Yeah, I understand. That way, because I know it's cold. I know. That's why I put his jacket on. I said, let me bring it just in case. I knew. Out of season. There you go. There you go. So the book of Acts 10, right? We're gonna start off. Let's start over here because we know about this was Cornelius and Peter basically in this right here. Let's go with verse 9. So book of Acts chapter 10 verse 9. On the morrow, as they went on their journey and drew nigh unto the city, Peter went up upon the housetop to pray about the 6th hour, and he became very hungry and would have eaten. But while they made ready, he fell into a trance and saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending onto him, as it had been a great sheet, knit at the 4 corners and let down to the earth, wherein all manner of 4-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. And there came a voice to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. Noted Peter's in a trance too as well, right? Kill and eat. But Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean. So, okay, we see that, boom, Peter doesn't touch unclean food. Why? Because that's written in the law, right? All right, so let's keep reading. Verse 15, and the voice spake unto him again the second time, what the Most High God hath cleansed, thou call not thou common. This was done thrice, and the vessel was received up again into heaven. Now while Peter doubted in himself what this vision which he had seen should mean, behold, the men which were sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house, and stood before the gate, and called and asked whether Simon, which was surnamed Peter, was lodged there. While Peter thought on this vision, the Spirit said unto him, behold, 3 men seek thee. Arise, therefore, and get thee down, and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them. Then Peter went down with them which were sent unto from Cornelius, and said, behold, I am whom ye seek. What is the cause where you come? And they said, Cornelius the centurion, a just man, and one that feareth God, and of good report among all the nations of the Jews, was warned from God by an holy angel to send thee into his house, and to hear the words of thee. Right? Now here we go. We're going to get to what it means with that vision. Then called he in them, and lodged them. And on the morrow Peter went away with them, and certain brethren from Joppa accompanied him. And the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, Cornelius waited for them, and had called together his kinsmen and near friends. And as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him, and fell down at his feet and worshipped him. But Peter took upon him, saying, stand up, I myself also am a man. And he walked with him, and he went in and found many that were come together. And he said unto them, this is key right here, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But Yahweh hath showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. The whole time he was talking about man, because the context of this chapter, Cornelius was an Israelite that was scattered. You had Northern Kingdom and Southern. You remember when after Solomon, that whole
the two different kingdoms.
Right, Northern Kingdom got split, so they were scattered into all different nations, picking up different tongues, different languages. So at the time, there was a lot of enmity between the Jews, which would be quote unquote Southern Kingdom, and the Northern Kingdom. They had enmity and pride. They was looking at them like, you're not really part of us. But what was happening was, through Hamashiach Yahawashi, who we know as Jesus Christ, he was to get, one of the things that he died for was to bring that enmity away from the tribes, to bring them back together as one unit under him through his bloodshed. So that's what he was talking about. They were deemed unclean people because they were actually doing the things of the heathen, unclean ways, eating unclean food, sacrificing to idols. So that's what now means, hey, I make them clean, because they're coming back, those who believe it. Because like even Paul said, right? He said in Romans 3:31, he talked about how we do not make, like, and you said it, we do not make the law void through faith. Yea, we establish the law. But in the whole chapter before that, he was talking about how faith in our Lord and Savior is what justifies us. And not our works of the law, but do you make the law void because of faith? Absolutely not. We still practice these things to the best of what we can do here in the land of our captivity. Yeah, I'll put you on the channel, man, so you can y'all can look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you articulated well, man. It's just these are the things that was taken from us, is understand, okay, man, we should be practicing these things to what we can do. Except for the law of death. What Paul was saying, we're no longer under the law. We're not under the law of death anymore. Why? Because of the grace of the bloodshed that was shed of our Lord and Savior, right? So like the things that you're talking about, we would get stoned for adultery. You murdered, it's an eye for an eye.
2 for 2.
2 for 2. But now we would sort of replicate that level of grace and mercy, right? And let the Most High deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. Right, exactly. Because now I'm sure we all know judgment is coming down here on earth as well. Like you said, stuff like what you mentioned, that's judgment coming. The Lord is coming to reward those according to his works, whether it be good or bad. So we just want to be on the good side of those works, do what we can, by having the faith in him is where we're justified.
I do want to say, I did say Matthew 28, but it's Matthew
24, yeah. All good, yeah. I know it's all good. I know what you meant.
Yeah.
All good.
What's your channel, bro?
You got YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll type it in for you, man. It's Livingintruthofyahawah, which is the Hebrew for the name, which, you know, known as Jesus. Goes back to Paleo Hebrew. Yahawashi. So it's the channel right here, man. Here's an email too, man. So you can contact me, man. If you got any questions, you just want to chop it up, man, let me know, bro.
Okay.
Open.
Appreciate it, man.
Of course. Appreciate you stopping by, man.
All right, bro.
Hey, likewise.
Have a good one.
You too. Appreciate it.
All right.
Y'all take care now.
You too.
Appreciate it.